In a deep and dark forest, where only a faint light penetrated through the dense foliage, stood an abandoned castle. No one knew exactly who its previous owner was, but legends spoke of a vampire hiding in its mysterious depths. One rainy evening, a young girl named Anna wandered through the forest, lost in the unfriendly silence. She thought she heard whispers and cries, but around her, there was only darkness and the sounds of rustling leaves beneath her feet. After a long journey, she suddenly found herself before the gates of the forsaken castle. Peering into the darkness, Anna felt that someone or something was watching her. She decisively opened the door and entered the castle, unaware that her decision would change her life forever. Inside the castle, an impenetrable darkness reigned, and only the faint glow of a chandelier illuminated the long corridors. Anna moved forward, like a shadow that had become her companion in this forgotten time. Suddenly, she heard a faint moan coming from the depths of the castle. Her heart beat faster, but curiosity outweighed fear. Following the sound, she entered a room with tall antique windows through which the last rays of sunset penetrated. In this room, she saw him, pale, with a hypnotic gaze, the vampire. His hands were as cold as ice when he touched her neck. Anna realized that she had become part of an ancient legend, enclosed within the walls of this forgotten place. Night after night, she wandered through the dark corridors of the castle, feeding on blood to prevent the vampire's curse from consuming her soul. Her once bright hair dulled, and her eyes grew colder. The legend of the vampire revived, and the castle, long forgotten, became a center of evil. Now, anyone who gets lost in the forest and finds this castle will fall prey to the power of darkness, and their screams will become part of the endless tragedy unfolding in the mysterious castle deep within the woods. As Anna continued her nocturnal existence within the castle's walls, she discovered the tragic history that haunted its every corner. The spirits of those who had succumbed to the vampire's curse lingered, their ghostly whispers filling the air. Each night, she was compelled to relive their stories through haunting visions that played like macabre spectacles in her mind. The once vibrant girl, now a creature of the night, struggled against the insatiable hunger for blood that gnawed at her every waking moment. The vampire's influence, both alluring and menacing, permeated her existence. The castle's corridors echoed with the tormented cries of lost souls, their anguished pleas a constant reminder of the price she paid for her curiosity. One fateful evening, as the moon cast an eerie glow upon the castle, Anna encountered a mysterious figure in a hidden chamber. It was an ancient tome, bound in weathered leather and adorned with cryptic symbols. As she turned its pages, forbidden knowledge revealed itself, unveiling a ritual that could potentially break the curse that bound her to the vampire. Driven by a glimmer of hope, Anna embarked on a perilous quest to gather the necessary ingredients for the ritual. The forest, once a place of ominous mystery, now became her hunting ground. Yet, with each drop of blood she collected and each artifact she unearthed, the malevolent forces within the castle grew stronger, sensing her desperate attempt to break free. As the ritual's completion neared, the castle itself seemed to rebel against her. Shadows danced on the walls, and the air grew heavy with an otherworldly presence. The spirits, once silent, now wailed in agony, their mournful cries a warning of the impending consequences. In the final, harrowing moments, Anna stood in the heart of the castle, the ritual ready to be enacted. The air crackled with dark energy as she hesitated, torn between her yearning for freedom and the realization that breaking the curse might unleash a far greater evil. With a deep breath, she uttered the incantation, and the castle trembled. The room filled with blinding light, and for a moment, it seemed as though the curse had been lifted. However, the light quickly faded, replaced by an ominous silence. As the dust settled, Anna found herself alone in the now eerily quiet castle. The spirits had ceased their wailing, and the malevolent force that once held her captive appeared to have vanished. Yet, the price she paid for tampering with dark forces became apparent. She was forever changed, a living embodiment of the haunting legacy that would echo through the castle's halls for centuries to come.